Welcome to From the Cold Corner, a podcast devoted to those impacting the cold food and beverage supply chain. I'm Michael Costa, editor-in-chief of Refrigerated and Frozen Foods magazine, and today our guest is Pablo Rivero, Vice President of Marketing for Del Monte Fresh Produce and Mann Packing Company, or Mann's, as they're better known in the store, for frozen and refrigerated vegetables, sides, prepared bowls, snacks, and more. Welcome to the Cold Corner, Pablo.
Hey, hi, Michael. How are you? Thank you
Good.
so much, for having me here, and very, very excited, to have this conversation with you today.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mann's just opened a brand new 130,000 square foot processing plant in Gonzales, California, which is equipped with a number of sustainable options and automation to help grow the Mann's product line and help with distribution. So today we'll talk about that plant in detail with Pablo, plus a few other items regarding Mann's and Del Monte Fresh. So Pablo, first of all, can you give our audience a bit of background about Mann's as a company, its history, and what its signature products are?
Sure, no, absolutely, Mike. Thanks again. So Mann Packing was founded in 1939, and it was headquartered in Salinas, California. Mann Packing actually is one of the largest suppliers of packaged vegetables in North America. And I would say, Mike, that the Mann brand really has been a symbol of produce innovation. During the last 8 years, I would say that the company's an authority, on all things selling produce. We started off as a broccoli supplier, really. But like I said, we have developed into a major player in the produce industry. And one of the key things that we do is really a leader in innovation, items in both the commodity, side. So might as well tell you about some of the products that we have. We have broccolini. I don't know if you've heard about that one. Broccolini
in capital letters, right?
In capital letters, yeah, absolutely. It's a cross between Chinese kale and broccoli. So you get the florets found in broccoli, but then the longer stems that you find in Chinese kale. So it looks more elegant, and it's on the plate. It has a sweet, earthy taste, and it's 100% edible. Then we have another product called Lulini, that's a baby broccoli. And so it's a variety that soaks up more sun, so it leaves it sweeter, more colorful, without like the bitter aftertaste, that you find in common cauliflower. We have another interesting product that we call Roma Crunch, which is like a mix. It has the best of both worlds between, crisp and crunchy, like iceberg lettuce, but like with the shape and color and the nutritional value of romaine lettuce. So it's very nice. And then we have, other added value products like Nourish Bowls, which is, like plant-based meals, very yummy, one of my favorites actually. And then we also do all sorts of types of cut vegetables and vegetable trays. And then we also service, food service customers with a variety of lettuce we call Arcadian. And then we also, have a whole variety of whole leaf, singles too as well. No? So again, very, very complete portfolio. And again, we're working to have more innovation ideas, moving forward.
And from the retail side, you have frozen and refrigerated products, correct?
We actually have refrigerated. I mean, that's really our signature. Yeah. In terms of frozen, it's Del Monte Foods, which is actually a different company, from Del Monte Fresh. We share the same brand, but the companies are completely different. And not many people know that, but there are two different companies.
Okay, good. We were just talking about that before we started the podcast, so now the audience knows.
Yeah.
And switching gears to the Gonzales plant, how does this new facility fit into Mann's overall operations as far as production and distribution? And what's unique about the Gonzales plant?
So, well, first of all, the Gonzales plant is really a state-of-the-art facility. I would call it, it's like the newborn, of Mann's Packing extensive veggie processing experience. And I would say that really what we have done here is we created synergies. As you know, Mann Packing was bought in 2018 by Del Monte. Mm-hmm. So we really created synergies, based upon Fresh Del Monte's like global, vast fresh produce industry knowledge. So what we did is we really took all the past learnings, all the opportunities, the wish lists, upgrades and technologies, we're all combined into one. So what you're going to see is that the plant displays a high level, of operational upgrades in place to really cater, to a greater consumer or customer service level, and we have a diversified portfolio of offerings, between processed vegetables and fruit. That's also important that I mentioned that we're like one-stop shop, for vegetables and fruits. We do fresh cut fruit in that facility as well. And I would say also that all the current setups in place really enforce our commitment towards more sustainability through more energy efficiency, and optimized water consumption methods that we have installed within the facility. And really, I'd love, Michael, if you ever have a chance to visit in Gonzales, it's really, really worthwhile. No? It's a beautiful plant.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. And it is Mann's fourth in California and fifth overall, right? You have one in Arizona?
Correct.
Okay. And I've seen photos of the plant from above, and I was sent several to look at. And one of the things that really stands out is this gigantic wind turbine. It seems to look like it's the standalone power plant for the facility. Can you tell me a little bit about the wind turbine?
So the facility boasts 260 foot tall, and the idea obviously is to help man, to continue with its sustainable, processing and mission. Another thing that we do there is the fresh water, that we use in the facility. That one is used is reclaiming to industrial, waste systems for use on local golf courses and city landscaping. So again, the idea is that this facility, it really helps, with sustainability, and we're very proud of that.
Okay, and because this plant is a new build plant, you had a chance to put in some automation to help with production. What are some of the specifics of automation that are in this plant that can help increase productivity?
So this plan, what our engineers did, they designed a smart monitoring system. So each production line is really monitored, to ensure that the product stays within the specification. In addition, we're always keeping track, of variations to optimize, the process. We also paid a lot of particular attention, on eliminating all the heavy and repetitive tasks of employees. And then the smart monitoring system also applies to the building. So as having full visibility of the refrigeration, in a food manufacturing industry, it's one of the most important elements, to ensure a food safe environment and safe product for our consumers.
And that's been a trend in the industry for a few years now, where automation it's taking the really laborious jobs out of the hands of people and giving those people more responsible jobs that are more highly skilled. And so since you have a new build plant, you can kind of start from scratch. It's not like a renovation where you already have something in place, sort of a culture and a structure there. And since we're on the topic of automation, why do you think it's become more prominent in recent years, just in food production for plants and facilities?
Well, like I said, it's really about reduction of heavy, task, product control, from quality assurance point of view, the end of the line, the packaging. So Gonzales was really designed, with consideration for automation and new process. The facility, it was designed to accept automation, evolution, and future expansion.
Okay. And for Mann's as a brand, what's on the horizon this year as far as products? You have more plants opening up. What can we look for in 2021?
No, for sure. I mean, we're super excited because we're currently looking into other potential strategic locations within the U.S. To really add, to the additional capacity of our portfolio. And really new product development, that's it's the blood that runs in our veins. I mean, we really want to capture that on a daily basis. So we definitely expect to continue throughout 2021 and beyond with this effort, and that's part of what me and my team were really focused on at the moment. Huh?
Are there any parts of the U.S. where Mans is not available yet in grocery stores?
No, we're pretty much available everywhere.
Coast to
Obviously
coast?
not in all the retailer stores because, as we're all trying to be in every single store, right? But that's where we need to
Right.
to work, with the retailers. But we have reach, in all of the U.S.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about Del Monte Fresh. What's on the horizon for that company this year that you can tell us?
No, I mean, super exciting stuff, going on with the Monte Fresh. One of the things that we are working on is really to move more towards a consumer-driven company. So that's one of the reasons that I came on board, in the company. So we are very focused on innovation as well. I'm sure you've heard about our new Pinklo pineapple launch, that
Yep.
we launched late last year, which has been very, very successful, a very differentiated, and unique product. So we will continue, to look for again, new varieties, new value added, propositions for consumers, and really tell the story about Fresh Del Monte, in terms of we're thinking about a brand relaunch, I would call it really, to really again, to tell this story of how, we're, most important thing for us is this trifecta between, best quality product, people, and the planet. No? And so I think that a lot of interesting and exciting stuff to come.
And as far as the Pinklo pineapple goes, it initially was only available direct to consumer, right, from the Del Monte Fresh website. Is that still the case, or will it have some sort of retail rollout this year?
No, we actually started, the retail rollout.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Select the stores. We did already, with a unique retail presentation, which comes in a very beautiful box, So we have started that rollout this, late last year as well. And the plan is to, expand that more, in the remainder of this year, of course.
Great. And you've answered all my questions. Was there something I missed or something you wanted to add?
No, I think that, just to reiterate, the commitment that Mann Packing, has with our customers and consumers of really only delivering the best-in-class quality, of delicious fruits and vegetables, and which have been, sustainably grown. And like I mentioned, be on the lookout, for a lot of innovation coming soon, to a shelf near you, both with Mann and Fresh Del Monte. A lot of exciting stuff going on, and again, very, very happy to be part of this. I would say transformation, that the company is going through.
Yeah, and I'll take you up on your offer to tour that plant at some point.
All right, well, let me know. We'll be happy to do that.
Okay. Well, thanks again for joining us, Pablo.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael, and hello to all your audience, and I hope you will have a great day.
All right, and thanks to you, our listeners. Or viewers, if you're watching this on our website, since we just started doing video podcasts as well. If you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, or you have an idea for a topic, you can email me at costam@bnpmedia.com. Until next time, this is Michael Costa from the Cold Corner.